Smitty, early in a season, how many of these surprising losses can really be considered upsets, do you think?
You know, the great teams, they look at it, it's like a marathon. They're looking to just get better. But I think for the younger teams, they will love to gain some confidence in knocking off some of these playoff favorites or these teams that's been, I guess, picked by us, the media and the fans, as the favorites. But I think a lot of teams look at it as let's just build. It's more about building to the end of the season versus at the beginning of the season.
Boys, nice line.
And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The forwards, George and Grant. Westbrook and Ferguson, their backcourt, and it's Adams in at the 5 down low. George passes to Grant. Shot clock at 5. Can't connect from short range. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for Golden State. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
Here's Thompson. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Thompson's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Warriors. Westbrook finds George. Here's Ferguson. He's covered by Thompson. Here's George. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
Durant deciding where to go with it. Pass to Looney, just 5 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. From deep three-point range, no good from Durant. To the inside, stolen by Thompson. Iguodala against Westbrook. And Adams sends it back, and he gets it back. Durant for 3, good on the triple.
It's really nothing you can do to stop that. Durant at his height, he has a quick trigger, and he makes it look easy.
Westbrook kicks to Ferguson. And a miss there on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Iguodala against Westbrook. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, you think back to a time when people wondered if Westbrook was too aggressive playing with KD. They said Russ was taking too many shots. No questions anymore. Westbrook is the man in OKC.
He's off on the first. And for Westbrook, winning the MVP and averaging a triple-double for an entire season, Greg, how much does he have left to prove?
Well, it's all about winning. We know Russ can take over a game. We know he can make his teammates better. How much better and how far they get in the playoffs, that's the real question.
Good on the second free throw. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
Practice makes perfect. Thompson is just lights out on these shots.
It's been a slow start here for Oklahoma City. It's a 5-point game. Grant the pass to George. Back to Grant. Pulls up. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Durant, no good.
Well, this whole period for him, it's been challenging. You can tell he's starting to press.
No good from Grant.
And the play looked good there for a second, just couldn't finish.
Well, the pass has to be on point. Then the catch and flush just doesn't work out here.
The pass to George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And here are the best transition teams in the NBA. We're looking at the real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. The Warriors, 4th.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long, so that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
Iguodala kicks to Jerebko. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Grant. Pass to Westbrook. Dishes to Adams. The kick out to Westbrook. And that one goes long.
A high percentage look from the mid-range. Might have been surprised that he was so wide open.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Durant dishes to Jerebko. Back to Durant. Pass to Thompson. From deep. The rebound by Steven Adams. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a loss to the Spurs in San Antonio. George against Durant. Here's Ferguson. And it's Grant in the corner. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
And really brought an impressive physicality to that matchup, drawing a ton of fouls and, of course, went on to win it.
They forced the issue and made the defense hack them to death last game. I'm sure they'll try to mirror that same attack in this one.
Well, a chance to check out Andre Iguodala. How last month turned out for him. He's putting up about 5 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
You need guys who understand their roles, carry them out without complaint. Everything he does is for the team.
And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Too aggressive to start this game. That's already a couple fouls already in the first.
Patterson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And stolen by Patterson. George looking over the floor. Schroeder kicks to Patterson. Pass to George. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
A moment here to check out Kevin Durant. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. 6th in scoring, 8th in free throw shooting, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And you noted it, his points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. And so here is Oklahoma City. It's George on the wing. Back to Schroeder. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. Ferguson misses. Warriors leading by 3. Thompson outside. Swiped it away. And here's the fast break. From 13, it's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
High post shot. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Durant's got 5.
What I love about Durant, doesn't force anything. Everything comes naturally and under control.
The Thunder went into free agency with a lot of question marks, but ended having a big summer.
Able to retain Paul George, and that was the first and largest key. Getting a player like Noel for cheap was also a big help for this group. The Thunder were at a fork in the road last season, but this team now as dangerous as ever. Well, Dennis Schroeder showed he can handle high usage in an offense. Was the first option for the Hawks this past season. Even with defenses keyed in on him, he was able to average right around 20 points.
The Thunder shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
No good on the free throw. And with Schroeder, he said he learned how to deal with all that extra defensive attention.
And being able to stay productive when dealing with the best opposing defender goes a long way in the NBA. Schroeder also managed to cut down on his turnovers while taking on more of a playmaker role. Strong year for him offensively, and I wouldn't be surprised if he continues to grow as a player.
And Greg, certainly the knock on Dennis Schroeder is play on the defensive end.
Nobody questions how effective he is on offense. I just think he has a tendency to take a few too many plays off and too many chances on defense. If he wants to be viewed as a top point guard in this league, he'll need to show some consistency on the defensive end.
George finds Schroeder. It's good. This game is all even.
Tremendous work inside by Dennis, using every inch of his frame to finish.
Now the pass to Jerebko. Back to Cook. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the evening. Damian Jones is checked in for Jerebko. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Felton's checked in.
One shot.
You know, Steve, when it comes to playing with maximum intensity, who is at the top of the list for you?
Russell Westbrook by far. I mean, this guy right now is
yeah, right. I love
all
that.
intensity. I think Draymond Green is another one of those guys. Marcus Smart. I think the Morris twins, those guys step up for me. Just speed and power. They play with a lot of intensity. Is all over their demeanor.
Cook looking it over. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
3 titles in the last 4 seasons for the Warriors. Dynasty, that word you don't throw around lightly, but we're witnessing one in Golden State.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And the Warriors going into last season ranked by odds makers as the highest favorite ever. Smitty, in any sport.
Yes, the clear favorites, and that remains the case this season again. They've assembled a roster that stands as one of the all-time greats.
And the Warriors making a change here. Livingston's checked in. And so Cook nails both of them.
Taking advantage at the charity stripe like he always does. Terrific touch.
Outside, Felton. Tries from the block. And no good. And Golden State will come the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And I know that's a game they'd like to forget. Sort of a tough day for them all the way around.
You know, sometimes you just have to erase a game from your memory and move on. And I believe they have, and they will recover.
And they pick up 2. And the Warriors lead by 7.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
And it's Noel missing.
That was against good defense. He tried to sneak it in, though. We've seen him do it plenty of times.
Livingston looking for the opening. Jones the pass to Durant. Golden State moving it around. Here's Thompson, 6 to shoot. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And just building on to the lead, extending it, trying their best to put this one away.
You sense the game has a number of ways it can go. All you can do is your very best at that moment.
Abrines kicks to George. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Warriors shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. An embarrassment of riches for the Warriors. Steve, who do you think is their best player? Is it Steph, KD? Some might even say Draymond Green with his overall impact.
Well, let's first start off. They have 4 All-Stars, and they all are fantastic. The MVPs are KD and Steph, so it's between those two. I would have to lean on Kevin Durant a little bit better than Steph.
And so Cook nails both of them. And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City. Steve, more and more we're seeing NBA players speak out on societal issues. Do you think it's gone too far in any way, or do you think it should go even farther?
No, I think players should speak up. I think in all, all our 4 major sports, in any possible way, I think guys should get a chance to weigh in on what they feel individually. Freedom of speech, and I think our players is just like everybody else. You have freedom of speech. You should be allowed to speak up on issues.
And with this quick break in play, let's take a look now and select from a group of point guards that have been killing it from three-point range over the last 10 games. Thunder trailing by 11. Felton kicks to George. Back to Felton. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Outside Durant. Passes it to Livingston. Shoots the 3. And it's Kevin Durant with the 3. Durant's got 8.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
It's early, but they have taken full control of this game, and the fans here, they know it.
Back to Abrinas. Kicks to George. In the corner, it's Patterson. Kept alive. And it's Cook with the ball for the Golden State Warriors. Leading by 12. And there's the call on Felton. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Oh, no. He's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Cook.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
And so he hits both. Thunder trailing by 14. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And George kicks to Felton. Pass to Abrinas. In the corner, it's Patterson. No good on the three.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
You know, there's no shame in passing out in that situation. Leave your ego at the door.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, this lead has snowballed. Credit their killer instinct for piling on.
Outside, George. To halt the run. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Now Livingston, he's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Drills the three-pointer. Cook's got 12 points in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And this is what you got to do. I mean, if it ain't working, call timeout, try to figure out what you can do to fix the problem.
You know, also, it's just a chance to take a breath, regroup, get your mind set, and come back out fresh.
A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for Oklahoma City.
And they've been avoiding those deep threes. They're capable of knocking those shots down from long range, but so far they've really been reluctant to let it fly from that free throw line extended three-point shot.
And here's Felton from the arc. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Durant kicks to Jones. Pass to Livingston. Golden State moving the ball around. George against Thompson. George finds Felton. Stolen. And oh, here comes Durant all alone. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And KD at times in his career shooting over 10 free throws a game, one of the best in the league at working himself to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And Kevin Durant, the ultimate get-out-of-jail card for your offense. With his height and shooting touch, get him the ball with the clock running down, and he can make something out of nothing.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Yeah, you just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Durant against George. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Cook kicks to Durant. Down low, Thompson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And at 6'7", Thompson could be a nightmare to match up with down low. The defense pretty much has to foul him when he's that far inside and hope he misses.
The Warriors have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
First one falls for him.
And we know, of course, Klay coming from a basketball family. In fact, his father back in 1978 was drafted #1 overall.
And so Thompson nails both of them. To the left side wing. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. The Warriors on top, running away with it. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Kevin Durant provided insight into the chemistry of a team chock full of competitors.
You know, it's times where we argue and times where guys want to, throw blows, but that's a part of just being around guys for so long. And, but it's fun. It's fun learning more about yourself as a leader, as a player, and I think that's my next evolution.
And the mix of personalities for this Warriors team, part of what makes them tick.
Different leadership voices, all committed to winning. And I think within that mix, Durant is able to find his place and his voice.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, I mean, they just got hot early from beyond the arc, and we'll just have to wait and see if they can keep that going.
They also want to be unpredictable, mix up the play calling, keep the defense guessing.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. The 4 and the 5 are Grant and Noel. On the wings, Abrines and George. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. Count it. Westbrook's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Thunder.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Here's Abrines. He's covered by Livingston. Right side, Westbrook. Outside, George over Iguodala. Off the left rim and out. Warriors leading by 18. Cook kicks to Durant. Livingston passes to Jones. The rebound by Grant. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And it's Paul George with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, he has to be careful now. He doesn't want to pick up that third foul this early.
Jerebko's checked in for the Warriors. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Alex Abrinas. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Friday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Saturday, it'll be the Sacramento Kings coming into town.
And for that Raptors game, this is what the fans have been wanting to see. Two of the best teams in the league duking it out, and you know whoever gets the win is going to be viewed as the team to beat.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Livingston kicks to Cook. Now, here's Livingston. He's covered by Westbrook. Back to Cook. The teardrop falls in. Cook's got 14 points.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. When you're evaluating players, Steve, as you often do, which mental qualities indicate a high probability, you think, of success?
You look at guys who can stay, I would say, locked in through adversity. You know, most of us are pretty good, you know, when there's no adversity, but the players that take it to another level, when you have things that are not going right, and they can stay mentally locked in through times when it's not going well.
And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in. And then for Oklahoma City, Steven Adams comes in for Noel. And Ferguson subbed in for George. Grant the pass to Ferguson. Grant surveying the D. There's the pass to Ferguson. Back to Grant. Shot clock at 6. With the teardrop, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Golden State gets called for the foul.
And the combination of athleticism and defense Grant brings is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. And Jeremy Grant, great genes for the game, Greg. Father was Harvey, uncle was Horace, both NBA players and stars. His brother Jerian also in the association.
Yeah, and Jeremy might be the best athletically of them all. I mean, 6'8" with that 7'3" wingspan, great bounce. If he can develop his skill to match, he'll have a long and prosperous NBA career. They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Westbrook with the steal. The feed to Grant. Passes to Ferguson. Now here's Westbrook. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And Russell Westbrook He is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation?
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fire, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
First free throw is good. And so Westbrook makes them both. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Cook kicks it to Looney. Back to Cook. Iguodala outside. Inside. Livingston. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Iggy just keeping his head up on his swivel all the time.
Thunder trailing by 17. Schroeder passes to Ferguson. In the corner, it's Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And this is his third trip to the line tonight.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago.
One shot. One shot.
Free throw good, Westbrook. And Steve, looking at KD's move, the Isaiah Thomas trade, what level of loyalty is there now between players and teams?
You know, I think it comes down to, I know people get upset when, per se, like the Kevin Durant move, but he was a free agent, so he was allowed to move. I think when it comes a little tricky, when you have guys traded, that's when you start to see the players starting to see where they sometimes don't think the organization have loyalty, but sometimes, and you can see organizations a lot of times is just looking to make their teams better, but it really comes down to a trade when the loyalty started to be questioned.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Jerebko can't get it to go.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
Cook kicks to Jerebko, and Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And that's his third foul. The chance you take leaving him in with two. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
Pass to Cook. Shoots over Schroeder.
Dennis is all over that one. You love the effort.
Offline from the top of the key. Westbrook dishes to Grant. Westbrook passes to Ferguson. Grant outside. 5 on the clock. Shot clock reset for Oklahoma City. The call will go against Jerebko. That's his third foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Golden State on D. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Clock at 6. Schroeder kicks to Adams. Over Cook. That misses off the backboard. Warriors leading by 12. Here's Iguodala. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two. Well, Iguodala signing an extension with the Warriors in the summer of 2017. He did not come cheap. 3 years and $48 million.
Well, I guess he sacrificed enough. He comes off the bench. They ask him to guard everybody. He earned that payday.
Two shots.
The first one falls. And you look at Andre Iguodala, the first ever player to win a Finals MVP without starting a single game in the regular season.
That tells you something about his unselfishness and, at the same time, his under-the-radar impact on winning. His willingness to accept that six-man role right from the beginning, I really feel helped set the tone in that Warriors locker room.
The free throw line is something that Iggy needs to work on. He's hit or miss from there.
Westbrook finds Adams. Lets it go from 11, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Uncovered, and it's Cook missing. Thunder trailing by 14. Pass to Grant. And here's Schroeder. Adams down low. Looney on him. Here's Westbrook. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Goes back up. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and two shots coming up. While we've got a moment, let's now take a look at the teams that had the most second chance points on the season. Number one, the Thunder.
You know, they've been so aggressive on the offensive boards, and they're earning every one of those second chance buckets with that relentless effort.
And the first one drops.
Dennis Schroeder, the 17th overall pick in 2013 out of Germany. He's got a flair you don't associate with European players.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for the Thunder. Schroeder hits them both. Here's Iguodala. He kicks it to Jerebko. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. And it's Thompson with the jam.
The reach and vertical of Thompson on full display with the rim rocking dunk.
Thunder trailing by 14. Outside Westbrook. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Thompson. For Oklahoma City, they have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them. That's good from Westbrook. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And you have to like the way he's attacking the defense, drawing fouls and getting himself chances at the line this quarter.
Cook kicks to Iguodala. Lays it up off the glass. Iguodala's got 6 points.
It's amazing. He is on fire here in the second period after going scoreless in the first.
Here's Ferguson. Back to Schroeder. Here's Patterson. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Patterson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Inside. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Schroeder kicks to Ferguson. Outside Westbrook. And there's the pass to Schroeder. In the corner, it's Patterson. The offensive rebound. And good that time. Adams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, easy putback. No one got a body on it.
And there's one thing you're trying to minimize. It's second chance opportunities. Poor defensive rebounding for them.
Back to Cook. Passes it to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. Damian Jones is checked in for the Warriors. Kevin Durant comes in for
Mind the
Quinn
lanes.
Cook.
Mind the
Arenas
lanes.
is checked in for Oklahoma
shot.
City. Felton comes in for Dennis Schroeder. That free throw good from Thompson.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Abrinas kicks to Adams. In the corner, it's Patterson. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Abrinas. He's covered by Thompson. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. For Oklahoma City, they have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
Two shots.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Ferguson. The dish to Felton. And it's Abrinas in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Here's the floater. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. Iguodala's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now, here's Thompson. He's tightly guarded. Doesn't go that time. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Here's Abrinas. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Felton inside the three-point line. Drops one in from the wing.
Not sure who designed that play, but he makes it count.
Iguodala kicks to Durant. Back to Iguodala. Over Felton. And that one hits back iron.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Adams. Banked in off the glass. Adams has got 6 here in this quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Durant, the pass to Iguodala. That's tipped. Durant finds Thompson. Here's Felton. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Pass to Durant. Shot to stop the drought. Thunder with the rebound.
Boy, this is rough on him. He wants to help out the team, which is playing well otherwise, but his shot just isn't there.
Pass to Ferguson. 5 on the clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. For Oklahoma City, they have had 15 tries at the line. They've made 10. And the first one at the line is good. And the Thunder with some changes. Nerlens Noel checks in for Patterson. And it's Paul George in for Alex Abrines. That one is no good. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. The wide open look for Durant. It's good from long range. Durant's got 13 points.
And staying with it. He drained 2 triples in the first quarter. Now gets this one.
Now here's Felton. 7 points in the game. The pass to George. Over Durant. And so it's the Golden State Warriors up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Klay Thompson brought his A game early tonight. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Well, the perimeter shooting is the reason they're ahead. I think we'll probably see more of that in the second half, especially if they can stay hot. Man, that's so hot, I got to take my suit off.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Oklahoma City?
Poor efficiency on offense. That's what jumps out at me. You aren't going to win many games shooting under 35%. Bad shot selection, too much one-on-one play, not finishing with authority. Now, these are correctable errors. They could choose to come out in the second half and completely flip that script.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
Welcome back to the Bay Area, everyone, as we take a peek at Coit Tower with the skyline of gorgeous San Francisco just behind. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
And every team needs this, a guy who challenges the defense with that slashing ability.
You know what? So many teams focus on the perimeter and alley-oops. It's important to have someone who can work that in-between area.
Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Warriors leading by 12. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Thompson and Durant, the deadly shooting wing pair. Looney out there with Jerebko, and it's Iguodala in at the point guard. And for the Thunder, they're shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Westbrook against Iguodala. Almost, but it rolls out.
He was all alone. Looks like he gets a little too relaxed. He has to maintain his focus.
And there it is for him.
Terrific work inside from Looney. He continues to get more comfortable down there.
Westbrook kicks to Ferguson. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
He turned on the Jets. As soon as he got that screen, they went right to the hole. Great decision making there.
So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. On the wing, Thompson. Passes to Looney. Back to Thompson. Fires from the line. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Thompson's got 16 points.
Just how they drew it up coming out of the half. 3 straight from the field.
Grant outside. Here's George. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Paul George, a terrific two-way player, an all-star, an all-NBA performer, and multiple all-defense selections.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Two shots.
First free throw is good. And Paul George has made it a goal to win Defensive Player of the Year.
I mean, he's got tremendous length and quickness, but really his pride at that end of the floor might matter even more. He just takes great pride in being a complete player.
And both free throws good for Paul George. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Westbrook against Iguodala. And they call an illegal screen here. And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. They'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Thunder trailing by 13. Ferguson kicks to Westbrook. Ring shot on the way. Second chance shot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Steven Adams came into this league at 19, already a physical specimen, and has only gotten stronger. Just a bruising presence down low.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And plenty of bumping and elbowing inside as ever. Steven Adams strong enough, though, to come out on top of that battle.
Yeah, not shy at all about contact. Grew up the youngest of 18 children. He had to hit above his weight for over a decade. Now he's got the upper hand.
Good on the second free throw. Warriors leading by 12. Iguodala right side over Westbrook. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And Adams with the slam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Thompson passes to Jerebko. Some solid defense from Grant. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Adams finds George. Now here's Grant. He's covered by Iguodala. Pass to George. Launches it. Warriors with the rebound. Iguodala's got 8 rebounds in this game. To the middle, Looney. Adams, some nice D.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Ferguson, the pass to Grant. Now Westbrook from downtown. They get it back. And Adams with the slam.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And this comeback was fueled by doing it on both ends of the floor. Let's see if they have that same energy level to keep this up.
Pass to Durant. Shoots a fader. And again, no good by Golden State. On offense, here are the Thunder. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Back to Iguodala. The pass to Thompson. Fires for 3. The Thunder pull it in. Adams has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Outside Westbrook. Pass to George. Adams trying to free himself up. George, no good.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Westbrook finds George. Adams down low. Defended by Durant. Adams' shot is off. Pass to Thompson. Here's your Rebco. On the wing, Iguodala. He's covered by Grant. Count that bucket. And that's 10 points for Iguodala.
Superior muscle from Iggy on that possession there. Just a stellar job using his girth.
Pass to Adams. A jump hook. Misses off the left iron. Warriors leading by 8. Durant just inside the line, but they get it back. Second shot opportunity. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Attacking the heart of the defense, Durant on the finishing end of a smart play design.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Kevin Durant last season becoming the 2nd youngest player in NBA history to score 20,000 career points, trailing only LeBron James. That's elite company.
Some changes for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Jerebko. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Andre Iguodala. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for the Thunder. And you think KD has an outside chance to set the all-time scoring record?
I do. I wouldn't put it past him. Height and shooting touch are 2 things that you don't lose with age.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. And a little frustration now missing on the catch and flush.
You know, because it's all about timing, just unable to connect. One of those plays you really want back.
Jones checked in for Looney. Thunder trailing by 10. Schroeder kicks to Adams. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
Thompson passes to Durant. And Westbrook pulls it down. On offense, here are the Thunder. They're on a 14-6 run. Thompson, high post. And George gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Noel's checked in. And so it's Golden State with it. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Yep, that one goes.
Shaun Livingston has incredible handles. You forget at 6'7", he is very comfortable with the basketball in his hands.
It's stolen by Livingston. And here we go with Cook heading to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Took him no time at all on that one. 19 points for Klay Thompson.
You like the aggressiveness, pushing all the right buttons. He has this team rolling.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And Shaun Livingston, one of the most unique players in the league, Greg.
6'7" point guard who excels hitting turnaround jumpers in the post. A bouncy finisher around the rim, a versatile defender, and really a cagey playmaker. No one else like him in our league.
Oh, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Patterson, he's checked in for Grant. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
You know, I like the competitive fire, but he's still really out of sync.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And a miss there on the triple. Schroeder outside. It's stolen by Livingston. Thompson outside. Back to Livingston. Jones finds Durant over Patterson. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Jones. Durant's got 17 now.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They've got a monster league that's taking a life of its own.
Two shots.
First one falls for him. So he gets them both. Here is Cook. 16 points for him. Releases from 15, and the bank shot is good. Durant's got 19 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Westbrook against Thompson. Westbrook kicks it over to Schroeder. 6 to shoot. Back to Westbrook. Over Thompson. And it's Westbrook missing.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
There's the pass to Jones. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Livingston's got 6 assists in the game. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 18. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Drills it from outside.
More of a score-first point guard, but Schroeder doing a good job of finding the open man.
Passes it to Jones. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
This could be a problem. That's his 4th foul with plenty of basketball left to play.
Alex Abrines is checked in for Russell Westbrook. Durant kicks to Jones. Bounce pass Livingston. Jones the pass to Livingston. Clock at 6. Shoots from 12. The shot, no good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. It's George on the wing. Pass to Patterson. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Cook kicks to Jones. And it's in there. Jones has got 4 this quarter. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
It's an unfortunate part of the game. Our thoughts and prayers are with him.
Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Grant comes in for Patrick Patterson. Here's Abrines. Knocks down the 3 ball. Abrines has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Warriors leading by 14. Durant kicks to Jones. Shoots over Adams. Jones, no luck. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Here's Schroeder. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Livingston from 12 feet out. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Schroeder dishes to George. Over Thompson. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Paul George.
The pass by Schroeder, finding the right balance between scoring and facilitating.
Jones finds Durant. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 3rd in steals, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And it's his lightning quick hands that have put him in the top 3 in steals. Also his tremendous anticipation. He's constantly all over the basketball. That's good from Durant.
In terms of height, Durant was not a late bloomer, already a 6-footer in middle school.
Jerebko's checked in for Golden State. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Felton's checked in. Durant nails both of them. And here's Schroeder. He's got 5. On the wing, George. Foul on the play, basket count, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
He has great instincts on the offensive end. He's tough to contain.
And he was one of many big names in free agency this past summer. Paul George, a huge part of that. But, you know, Greg, he didn't take long to make his decision.
Many expected George to maybe jump to the Lakers. Had been saying it was his dream to play in L.A. for over a year. But credit Westbrook and the Thunder. They won him over. He was one of the first signings in free agency to re-up with OKC.
That free throw good from George. 1:11 left in the 3rd quarter. Warriors leading by 11. Cook kicks to Jerebko. Thompson up top. Shoots over Schroeder, and the Warriors miss again. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. George. And the pass to Grant. There's 39 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 from George. They get it back. Adams. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Durant for 3. The shot will not fall.
This is the guy who had 3 threes in the first half. Since then, still waiting on number 4.
Thompson against Schroeder. Passes it to George. Off target with that shot. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Golden State Warriors. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. And we'll be back with you shortly. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Thunder trailing by 11. So for Oklahoma City right now, inside pairing is Grant and Adams. Ferguson out there with Felton. And it's George in at the small forward position. And so George will bring it up for Oklahoma City. Picked off in midair. To the paint. Great communication on the alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Pass to Grant, all alone. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Warriors leading by 11. Durant with it. Jones kicks to Iguodala. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Jerebko. Lets it go. And it's Durant missing. Thunder trailing by 11. Okay, time now for an injury report. And let's get an injury update on Nerlens Noel with David Aldridge.
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Oklahoma City. He told me that in his opinion, the injury does not appear to be too serious. That is such a tough blow to take at the early stage of this season. Hopefully, with it being early, he can recover and help this team down the road. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. George passes to Grant. Back to George. And he lays it straight in. George has got 11 in the second half.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Durant for 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing. For the 3. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Paul George.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Iguodala outside. The Warriors making a switch here. Looney's checked in. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Raymond Felton. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Yeah, you need to refocus now. Momentum is running against you.
And from what I'm seeing, is too many unfavorable matchups out there on the floor.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. He was very adamant in the huddle. He said, don't let up now. Stay aggressive and do the things that have gotten us this far. We're almost there, guys.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that run had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
They've done a great job, but they're not done yet.
That's tipped. Now here's Durant. He's guarded close. And again, it's the Warriors missing. George against Iguodala. George finds Westbrook. Here's Ferguson. And too long on the shot. Durant against George. Durant the pass to Cook. Iguodala outside. He feeds it to Durant. That one's off. Still out of sync.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
Durant against George. Can't hit from 12. And it's Cook with the ball for the Golden State Warriors. And George gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Stolen by George.
Just another example of losing concentration. His 4th turnover of the evening. He has to start protecting the ball better. I don't know what coach told him at halftime, but he is shooting the lights out right now.
Your Redcoat dishes to Iguodala. Over George. Poke loose.
And another great rebound there. I mean, he's pulled down a ton of them, and the size issue has not been a problem here today.
Down low. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop. And the Thunder lead by 2.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Tremendous composure on display. When they were down big, they did not panic. They just stuck with the game plan. Oh, my goodness. His 5th foul. One more, and he's done for the evening.
Durant against George. Now here's Durant. He's guarded close. Just 5 to shoot. Looking to end the run. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Thunder have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the 4th quarter. Terrific shooting.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Here is Cook. And now a fast break for the Thunder. George has got the ball. Warriors trail by 5. Outside Durant, kicks it to Cook. Back to Durant. Iguodala outside. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls it from 20. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Thunder leading by 5. Ferguson, the pass to Westbrook. Over Iguodala. Westbrook, no good.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
And the dunk by Grant.
And he runs the floor with a purpose that time. Excellent play.
You know what? And a late reaction by the transition D takes it himself uncontested.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. Cook kicks to Thompson. A fader. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
And some much-needed offense right there. He ends that fantastic run by Oklahoma City.
Ferguson, the pass to Westbrook. Six to shoot. And Thompson sends it back.
Don't underestimate Klay Thompson on the defensive end. Perfect timing on the block.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his 5th foul. Durant with it. Now defended by Grant.
Awfully hard to get back into the game when one of your key shooters is this ice cold and has been all quarter. Tough to cut into a lead when you can't make shots. He's been off all period.
From beyond the arc, buries the long-range jumper. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Warriors trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And he knocks down the first one. He's off on the second. And so George will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th quarter. Golden State's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Thompson against Adams. Durant for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Ferguson's got 5 rebounds tonight. George against Durant. And the dunk by Grant.
Nice interior passing. And then the strong finish.
Now Durant. There's the pass to Cook. Urepko inside. Grant on him. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Grant. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. First one falls for him. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
And that one's good, George.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
Knocked away. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And it's George finishing it off.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Paul George.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
And now we can see that when he's at his best, they are a very dangerous team, going up against the defending champs and getting the job done. Durant against George. Back to Cook. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams is... Ferguson kicks it over to Schroeder. Adams, the pass to George. Back to Adams. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And that's 19 points for Steven Adams. Passes it to Durant over George. And again, no good by Golden State.
And you just get the sense the whole period he's been a bit out of sync.
Yep, trying to shoot himself back into this. Regain some confidence first.
Pass to Cook. Durant in the corner. Over George. That doesn't go either for Durant. Oklahoma City leading by 13 to the middle. George trying to break free. Good D by Thompson.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
That's good from Cook. And so Cook nails both of them. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Thompson against Westbrook. Sinks that one from the post. Westbrook's got 19 points.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
Durant drawing the double team. To the inside. Jerebko can't get it to go. Oklahoma City leading by 13. In the corner, Cook with it. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Cook's got 5 points in the quarter.
The minute KD gets the ball, all eyes are on him. That leaves a wide open man.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Oklahoma City.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And so they're able to even up the season series at a game apiece with one left to play, exacting a little revenge and really saving face. They did not want to go down 2-0.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Paul George.
You know, coming into tonight, hard to say if his intention was to take over the way he did, but as the game evolved, it became clear that he was the alpha dog on the offensive end.
He hits the second from the line. 51 seconds left in the fourth. And Durant, here we go. That cuts the lead to single digits.
KD is on a different level, going over, around, or straight through the defense now.
Westbrook kicks it over to Schroeder. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
And the Thunder with the possession here. 11-point game. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together, and we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And we'll see you next time.